Welcome to the Heroes and Hope Across Greater Houston Virtual Gala. I'm your host, Erica Simon. It's truly an honor and privilege to be with you. Tonight, we hope to educate, inspire, and even entertain you. We'll also be highlighting and recognizing the efforts of individuals that we consider heroes who are changing the mental health landscape of Greater Houston for the adults and children who live here. NAMI Greater Houston is a nonprofit organization that focuses on education and awareness for adults and youth around mental health and mental illness. The mission is achievable to provide advocacy, education, support, and public awareness so that all individuals and families affected by mental health can build better lives. The vision is clear: create a healing community where all persons affected by mental illness can experience resiliency on the road to wellness. NAMI Greater Houston offers understanding to anyone concerned about mental illness and the treatment of mental illnesses. It is a place that offers hope. It's a place that offers love. Now, to welcome you is NAMI Greater Houston leader, Angelina Hudson.
Good evening. My name is Angelina Hudson, and I'm serving as Executive Director for NAMI Greater Houston. That's the National Alliance on Mental Illness in Greater Houston, serving 3 counties: Harris County, Fort Bend County, and Montgomery County. NAMI was developed in 1979 in Wisconsin by mothers who were struggling to find help for their adult children who were struggling with psychosis or schizophrenia. And really, in the earliest days, the focus of NAMI's work was to help family members who had loved ones who were adults living with mental illness. Even in the Houston area, because we're in Texas, Texas, as great as it is, we are still struggling and lagging behind in terms of the dollars we spend per capita on adult resources for those living with a mental illness. And for that reason, families have to find a way, right? Because families have become the caregivers, the case managers. They are the experts, if you will, that have to kind of provide that life for their adult loved ones, even as they age in place. So that's how NAMI started in the Greater Houston area. We started serving family members with adults diagnosed. But in the last 10 years, we have seen such an uptick in the number of youth and children who are not only in need of a diagnosis, but they're very treatable. And the earlier we identify and treat an emotional or behavioral health condition in any person's life, the better the outcomes. The less stigma that person may have, or the less severe the illness will be, and the less difficult to treat. So that's why early identification has really become NAMI Greater Houston's focal point, especially for our school-based programming.
I'm Linda Brown, Advancement Director for NAMI Greater Houston. For more than 30 years, our NAMI affiliate has been woven into the systems of care all over our Tri-County area. I'm thankful for those who have the ability to give financially to our efforts. Our position is often behind the scenes for hospitals, schools, police, families, in the homeless community and the minority communities. All of our programs are universally used for those touched in some way by mental illness. From hopeless to hopeful, every dollar donated to NAMI Greater Houston supports our vital programs and services. NAMI Greater Houston helps restore people's dignity and voice.
Teen voices and youth voices matter. Hear what it's like being a young person today discussing mental health and the impact issues like social media can have on our youth.
Social media has an enormous impact on mental health, I believe, because you scroll down TikTok, Instagram, whatever app it is, and you see all of these pretty girls or boys that are rich, happy, and are living their best life. And you just compare yourself, which is inevitable, and it's really sad to see people comparing themselves and thinking they're not good enough. And it's just very negative and toxic. But the thing is that people don't realize that sometimes this life that you see on camera is not true, and they could be just pretending to be happy on camera, but off camera they could be struggling as well.
It's okay to think you're in a toxic relationship with the world right now.
It's okay to feel like your world is changing.
It's okay if it's hard to find the words to express how you feel.
It's okay to feel like you just want to become someone else.
It's okay if you're panicking over an inability to control your life right now.
It's okay to have trouble maintaining your normal routine while staying home.
It's okay if you're feeling more cynical than usual.
It's okay if you want to curse more than you usually do.
It's okay to wear your favorite tank top several days in a row.
It's okay to miss your job.
It's okay to just stay quiet.
It's okay to be depressed.
It's okay to talk to your cats like they understand what you're saying.
It's okay not to feel the most fabulous right now.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Mental illnesses are brain disorders that are biologically based medical problems. Untreated, they can cause severe disturbances in thinking, feeling, and relating. Mental illness can affect people of any age and occur in any family. They are not caused by bad parenting and not evidence of a weakness of character. Reach out to NAMI Greater Houston for education, information, support, and help. Again, the resources are all there for you at www.namigreaterhouston.org. For 40 years, NAMI has been a beacon of help and hope, fighting for more research, better education, bolder advocacy, and broader public awareness. Let's hear a little from NAMI Medical Director Dr. Ken Duckworth on his current research and the release of NAMI's first book.
Hello, NAMI Greater Houston. This is Dr. Ken Duckworth. I'm very fortunate to be the Chief Medical Officer of the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It's a privilege to be talking to you virtually in our pandemic world. Stay safe, everybody. A couple things I wanted to say in the keynote remarks, which my title is This Is Our Time. NAMI's hot, and I don't think it's ever been hotter. I've been with NAMI for 15 years. The pandemic has performed a transformative effect in talking about mental health, in seeking out NAMI as a resource, and in the transformation of attitudes towards living with mental health. And in the research space, I want to mention two things that NAMI has been part of. We did a large mood disorder survey, and we interviewed thousands of people in an online participation who self-identified as having a mood disorder or family members who did. And we found that a lot of people were getting good care, a lot of people liked telehealth, and a lot of people still didn't feel well understood as their experience of illness was happening. Some substantial percentage of people still felt stigma and shame were getting in the way of seeking help. So this is another reason that NAMI's work is so very important. Attitudes matter, getting help matters. Of course, insurance was a barrier, cost was a barrier. Substantial percentage of people had to stop treatment because they could no longer afford to pay for it. NAMI worked with Harris Polling Group, which is a nationally recognized group, and we have a treasure trove of information. I did a 20-city media tour with that information. People were extremely interested in mood disorders, depression, bipolar disorder, postpartum depression. So many questions were at a level of openness and inquiry I've just never seen before, as I mentioned in the initial segment. We need better medicines. And one of the things NAMI jump-started was the Accelerated Medication Partnership, which is AMP. AMP is an NIH Foundation project, and thankfully we now have an AMP for schizophrenia. And the idea is that the biologic targets have been hard to find, and we need to have organizations work together in the pre-competitive space to understand what are the biomarkers, what are their potential dimensions of finding help for people. And this is a 5-year project, a $100 million investment. NAMI is helping to lead this with Carlos Lorelei, our former board member, being one of the chairs of the steering committee. So I want you to know research is active, NAMI's participating in it, NAMI's spearheading it, and in the book you'll be seeing some of the fruits of the research that is happening. All the best to you. Thank you for everything you're doing. Your work matters, your advocacy matters, your education matters, and your story matters. Thank you, and have a great event.
Thank you, Dr. Duckworth, for providing us an update on NAMI's groundbreaking mood disorder research and the upcoming release of NAMI's book. We look forward to seeing you in Houston for the book tour.
Well, one of the most powerful things that happens when we teach NAMI classes is the way that we engage with our students through telling them that we are a parent raising a child with a mental disorder, and that makes me immediately to have a good bond with them. Una de las cosas más fuertes que tenemos o poderosos para cuando estamos compartiendo clases en NAMI es que yo me presento como un padre que está creciendo una niña con un desorden mental, y entonces eso hace que en ese momento la audiencia se identifique conmigo plenamente. Bueno, well, definitely this is a big difference between knowing where you go and trying to plan your future ahead in the recovery of your beloved one, because NAMI trainings is going to empower you with these resources mentally and all kinds of social resources, so you can go ahead and check for the way that you can help your child to recover. So definitivamente los recursos que tiene NAMI son muy importantes, porque ese es el momento en que uno aprende la diferencia entre saber lo que debe hacer y saber lo que es bueno para la recuperación de tu niño en el futuro. I want to let the community know that is a place who is offering hope, big respect, big empathy, and also a great amount of resources. And we are just willing to know and hear from you, because we want to help you, we want to walk with you in this journey, and definitely we want you to be part of our big NAMI family. Quiero que la comunidad sepa que hay un lugar que ofrece respeto, que ofrece la solidaridad y que ofrece todos los recursos necesarios para que aprendamos y caminemos juntos en esta jornada, que es caminar con un niño o con un familiar que padece de una enfermedad mental.
Please welcome recording artist Dana Monique.
Hello, my name is Dana Monique from season 20 of The Voice, and today I stand in full support of NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness, an organization built to help with suicide prevention and mental illness. We all know that this time can be extremely difficult with the holiday season rolling around, and we could use some support. I myself know firsthand dealing with mental illness and depression. I too have suffered with this myself. So today I'll be singing my new single entitled, I Need Me, something I wrote when I was really dealing and having a hard time. So I hope that this message helps you. Thank you. I remember lonely days. I remember sleepless nights when I thought it was over. myself I couldn't stay. No one could see my pain. No one to wipe my tears away. But when hope set in, told myself I could win. Put out the best in me. Now my stars align finally. I need me. I need me. Never knew what I could do. Now that I made it through, oh, I need me. I need me. Never knew what I could do. Now that I made it through, scared to be alone. You know what to do on my own. Who do I run to? Feeling anxious, losing patience. Am I losing my mind? Gotta be something to look forward to. Can't keep giving my power to all the negatives and could have been worried about all the wrong things. Need to find myself, but when hope set in, told myself I could win. Put out the best in me. Now my stars align finally. I need me. Physically, mentally, didn't have the strength to rescue me. Desperately need of stability. I'm all I have, so I won't look back. Now I know what I need is me. I need me. I need me. Never knew what I could do. Now that I made it through, I need me. I need me. Never knew what I could do. Now that I made it through. I need me. I need
Thank you, Miss Monique, for sharing your testimony and being such a hopeful and inspirational performance. I Need Me is a beautiful song. I'm sure it's going to touch countless people who are struggling with their mental health and encourage them to reach out to organizations like NAMI Greater Houston for help. Thank God there are resources like them who can help if someone is in need. Listen, we know suicide is a difficult topic for anybody, but it is too big and too important to ignore. According to the CDC, or Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, suicide is the second leading cause of death for people ages 15 to 24 in the United States. When a person is supported through a mental health challenge, they can recover. Let me repeat that. They can recover. Let's hear how working together with a care team can help a person achieve mental health.
When I first reached out, I just remember the anxiety behind not being understood by people, my family, my friends, and my teachers that I went to, was at school with as a senior year in high school. And I remember the feeling of not being understood by a lot of people, but I also remember the aftermath of reaching out and having so many people, from doctors to nurses from the hospital that I went to, just pouring into me and wanting the best for my life, even though I didn't want it personally. And so when I look back at it now, I think of my speaking out upon myself, for myself, as bravery and courageous. And even though some are scared to do it now, I just encourage whoever is feeling lonely and that feeling of darkness to reach out and to speak up for themselves, because we are our biggest advocate.
To tell you a little bit about this wonderful organization called NAMI, NAMI being the National Alliance on Mental Illness, I want you to know if you're having any type of issues, any type of mental health issues as it relates to, you're not feeling well, you just, having suicidal thoughts, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling lonely, you having racing thoughts, you are just feeling not yourself. I want to encourage you to reach out to NAMI, NAMI Greater Houston, NAMI Texas, whatever NAMI you feel comfortable reaching out to, because NAMI is a national organization, and we have these branches, if you will, and affiliates all over the nation. So wherever you're at, you can just be reassured that there's a NAMI in your town. And I encourage you, if you're feeling bad, if you're feeling down, reach out to NAMI. We care about you because you matter to us.
Individuals and organizations from Harris, Montgomery, and Fort Bend counties are impacting the social, emotional, or psychological wellness of adults and children, especially those living with mental illness. Most of them are not well known and are often behind the scenes working collaboratively with NAMI Greater Houston and others to make the world a healthier and more accessible place for all people in our area. Through their work and even philanthropy, they are keeping mental health and mental illness relevant and helping provide paths to wellness and recovery for countless people. They're giving hope to community members throughout Greater Houston, sometimes even before they even know they need some help. They are our community's heroes. Let's hear a little from the Heroes and Hope Across Greater Houston Award honorees.
Hi, my name is Gary Blau, and I represent the Hackett Center for Mental Health here in Houston, Texas, a regional center of the Meadows Mental Health Policy Institute. I want to start by saying how tremendously honored and humbled I am to be a recipient of NAMI Houston's Heroes of Hope Award. I am particularly honored to be in such amazing company, all of whom have been instrumental in addressing the mental health challenges in our community and raising the quality of care that is provided when people are in need. So thank you, and as I like to say, let us move onward and forward together.
Again, thank you, NAMI of Greater Houston. I don't deserve you, but I'm delighted to be in your village.
So I'm an extrovert, and I really like technology, and I like producing resources, and I like helping people find what they need. And so a great day for me is working not only in our local county here, in this case Harris County, and all the people that come together and what they do and who they do it for, but also other counties.
I'm Dr. Connie Almeida, and I'm the Director of Behavioral Health Services for Fort Bend County. For the past 36 years, I've had the opportunity to work with individuals with disabilities, services that really focus on individual strengths and provide care in the least restrictive environment.
Howdy y'all, I'm Laura Williams. I work at Baylor College of Medicine. I'm a professor of psychiatry. I'm a child and adolescent psychiatrist, and I've been in Houston longer than I can count. So when I think about hope, what I think about is connectedness and being together. One of the things that a patient shared with, well, not with me personally, but it's something that just stuck with me, is that the mind is a scary place. You wouldn't want to go in there alone. So when we work together and we're connected, such as the work that we do here at NAMI and Baylor and SAMHSA and the consortium, it's really about being connected. When we're alone, that's when we lose hope. When we're together, we can do anything.
Mental health and asking for help is such a taboo, and sometimes people don't want others to know that they really need help. So our biggest challenge is letting people know that it's nothing to be afraid of, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. We're here to help, and we have resources available, and we want to be sure that our students and families have what they need so that they can be able to just live and survive in the world. My name is Precious Remenek, and I'm the Director of Social Emotional Learning and Student Wellness in Goose Creek CISD, which is in Baytown, Texas. Hope means just standing in the gap when someone else needs help.
Please welcome mental health advocate and comedian Kevin Cotter.
So I wanted to thank everyone for supporting NAMI. I'm Kevin Cotter, in her own voice, and I'm glad I didn't kill myself. And thank you for everything you've done for me in my life. So, humor has always been kind of my superpower. I realized at a kind of a young age that if I could make the people in charge laugh, I would never get in trouble. It goes all the way back to my freshman year of high school. Admittedly, I was a class clown and said inappropriate things at inappropriate times. And so by the end of the first semester, my English teacher had me way far back in the back of the class, about 5 desks from everybody else, so I wouldn't disrupt her teaching anymore. So one day she's taking roll, and I said something, it was probably really intelligent, witty, very wise, and she stops taking roll. She says, "Kevin, I don't feel like dealing with you today. Go to the office." I'm like, okay, so I pick up my books, I go to the office, and I walk in there, and the dean of students says, "What are you doing in here, Kevin?" I said, "Well, Miss Ray didn't feel like dealing with me today." So she said, "Come here." And he says, "Okay, we'll just sit down, do your homework." I said, "Okay." So next day I'm back in class, and again, she's taking roll. And I make this big production of slamming my book, walking up to the front of the class and saying, "Miss Ray, I don't feel like dealing with you today. I'm going to the office." And so I went to the office. And I got there, Mr. Crouch said, "Kevin, what are you doing here again today?" I said, "Well, I didn't feel like dealing with you today." And so he let me go.
All right, we all know that laughter is good medicine. It's good for the soul. You've probably heard that saying, right? Well, it's also good for your mental health. It can really lighten your mood and also make you just feel good all over. Tonight, you are just what the doctor ordered. Thank you, Kevin, for supporting NAMI Greater Houston and the Heroes and Hope Across Greater Houston virtual gala.
Please give and help NAMI Greater Houston create a healing community where all people affected by mental illness can experience resiliency on the road to wellness.
This night would not be possible without the contributions from our sponsors. We're incredibly grateful for all who have given, whether it's $5, $10,000 or more. We are thankful, and excited that you have chosen to invest in NAMI Greater Houston.
We've been working with law enforcement for several years. I can barely remember when we began. But there are so many things we do to engage with both law enforcement and criminal justice. We provide training to law enforcement in all 3 counties, Montgomery County, Harris County, and Fort Bend counties. We also honor and recognize the Officer of the Quarter, the CIT Officer of the Quarter, who has gone above and beyond in rescuing one of our an adult living in recovery or not in recovery with mental illness, and we recognize when they go beyond the lengths of their call to duty to make sure that everyone goes home safe. So we recognize every quarter one officer in each county that has served the community very well by making sure that everyone stays safe. What we know is that too often, the law enforcement officer is the first person on the scene when there's a mental health crisis. And so with the CIT training, which is crisis intervention training, the counties that we serve offer up 40 hours of training so that the officers are better prepared to intervene when there's a mental health crisis until more professional help can arrive. One of the things that we decided to do in this inaugural gala is recognize one of our fallen heroes. This hero has shoes that cannot be walked in. His name is Leon C. Aldifer. Leon has been a champion for mental health, recovery, early identification, jail diversion, reducing the stigma related to mental illness. For many, many years, he worked all through the ranks of NAMI West Houston, NAMI Metro Houston, and NAMI Greater Houston, working on the board, inviting donors to contribute to the work that we do. Never met a stronger, more solid individual than Leon Aldifer. And so tonight, our ultimate award, our penultimate kind of recognition for our hero of the night is named after Leon in the Heroes and Hope Across Houston Leon C. Aldifer Award.
My name is Pat Aldifer. I was married to Leon for 56 years. Leon was a very social person, and he enjoyed getting to know his clients. The people in those positions would share with him some problems that were happening in their own families, because Leon was very free to share his story about our son, who was a National Merit Scholar. He was sent to Texas A&M on full scholarship, doing a double degree, and his senior year he had a mental breakdown. Leon also was very interested in getting the police force to add mental health workers to go out on these calls where mental health was involved. And Sergeant Henry, who was with the Sheriff's Department, happened to be a guard at our church on Sunday mornings. And Leon befriended him and encouraged him to pursue having a mental health worker go along on these calls. So that's how NAMI Greater Houston made more of an impact on the community. One of Leon's best contributions to NAMI Greater Houston as a board member was the fundraisers for the walk and raising funds so that we would be able to teach persons or family members, educate them on mental health. He did not mind asking for contributions, and as a result, some of them became the largest contributors to the NAMI Greater Houston organization, like Christian Brothers and different places like that. They were our main contributors for the walk for the last few years because of his friendship that he had with the president of the company. This candle with the NAMI logo on it. Every time I see it, I think about our relationship to NAMI. And our walk team was called Wave for Hope, and so hope is a very accurate term to use in regards to this award, because when we first had the problem with my son, we didn't have much hope as to how to find resources. And NAMI was, which was our light, so to speak, of guiding us to find the help that we needed.
My name is Dick Easterwood. Leon Aldifer was a friend that I met many years ago. We both had sons with a mental illness, and we, in that regard, had some of the same goals, trying to get medication, trying to get medical care, psychiatric care for our sons, and also living arrangements and all of the things that come along with someone with a mental illness, serious mental illness. A lot of encouragement for each other, and that always helps people dealing with mental illness in their families. when there's no hope, you have nothing. So hope is everything.
It is with great honor that tonight we recognize Mark Carr with Christian Brothers Automotive. Mark came to NAMI, led by Leon, to donate and support the programs and the initiatives that we have established through NAMI Greater Houston.
Congratulations to Mark Carr with Christian Brothers Automotive, recipients of the Leon C. Alderfer Heroes and Hope Across Greater Houston Award.
Congratulations once again to the Heroes and Hope Across Greater Houston Award honorees and the Leon C. Alderfer Award recipient for your contributions to society in support of mental health and wellness. Your accomplishments are to be applauded, and we salute you. And now a word from NAMI Greater Houston board member, Dr. Brenda LeVar.
I'm Dr. Brenda LeVar. I am the president of the board of directors of NAMI Greater Houston. We have come to the end of our evening. Thank you so much for participating and being a part of the Heroes and Hope Across Greater Houston Gala. We could not do this without the help of all of you. Let me begin by saying this gala was specifically designed to remember one of our best members, and that was Leon Alderfer. Anybody that knew Leon knew how much he meant to NAMI and how much NAMI meant to him. Thank you, Leon, and thank you, Pat, for being a part of this. I also want to say thank you to Erica Simon for being willing to be our MC on this, to Dr. Ken Duckworth from NAMI, the area law enforcement officials, Dr. Gary Blau, Gail Fisher, Dr. Laurel Williams, Dr. Precious Romanique, Dr. Connie Almeida, and to the wonderful Mark Carr. I want to just take a moment to say thank you, a special thank you to Christian Brothers, because they have been our great supporters throughout all of the years in the NAMI walk. We could not do the work that we do on behalf of the families and all those that are in need in our community without your help. Thank you as our collaborators and our supporters. Thank you for a wonderful evening, and I hope you really enjoyed the rest of 2022.
Okay, sadly guys, we are at the end of our gala celebration. I've had a really great time tonight, and I hope you have too. The work that NAMI Greater Houston does matters, and the people who come to NAMI for help and those doing the work matter. We're all in this together. Good night, everyone.